can hear me loud and clear.
And welcome into high school basketball on Next Level Broadcasting. We're getting live for tonight's Ski Valley matchup between the Gaylord St. Mary's Snowbirds and the Onaway Cardinals. Both teams coming off, well, a week that they had a couple of games canceled. It's a Monday night here. Happy Martin Luther King Jr. Day here in 2024. Charles Strail, Nick Wenzel here on the Gaylord Eye Care Center pregame show, sponsored by our friendly folks at the Gaylord Eye Care Center, reminding you with 4 locations, there's no excuse not to have those eyes checked to get back in the game with the Gaylord Eye Care Center. We're going to go ahead and take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have the national anthem, prayer invocation, and the starting lineups right after this from our friends at the Gaylord Eye Care Center.
Vision Source and Gaylord Eye Care are proud to be offering their services to local communities across northern Michigan. With locations in Gaylord, Boyne City, Bel Air, and Sheboygan, they're committed to serving you and providing a trusted source of credentials and expertise. If you're struggling with anything vision related, then don't hesitate to schedule a consultation and meet their friendly and experienced staff for yourself.
And welcome back. Pre-game show sponsor Gaylord Eye Care Center we want to thank you for being a part of our Monday night here, wherever you're watching from, wherever you may be listening from. We thank you for making us a part of your evening activities tonight. We know there's a lot of things going on tonight in the world of sports. And, well, thanks for coming in, joining the Ski Valley Conference matchup. Charles Strail, Nick Wenzel here live from the Monsignor Kaminsky Gymnasium in Gaylord, Michigan. Nick, both teams coming into this one. What do you anticipate to see between these two conference opponents? The Battle of the Birds coming up next.
A lot of aggressiveness, coming out playing great basketball, physical, keeping the motions under control, getting great shots off and layups, and keeping the ball in hands and just doing the best they can.
Hey, I agree with that. I mean, if we get exactly what you just described, Nick, it'd be a pretty good night of hoops. We're going to go ahead and take a quick commercial break before we come back in for the national anthem.
Now's the time to fly from your northern Michigan hometown Cherry Capital Airport, TVC. TVC Airport will get you to your dream destination anywhere in the world. Visit tvcairport.com now.
Lord Jesus, be with us today in this athletic event. Help us to be mindful of your presence within everyone around us. May we glorify you in the respect and dignity we show each person. We ask this in your name, Mary, Our Lady of Mount Carmel. Now remain standing as I draw your attention to the flag of the United States of America right across the gym above the stage. Please remember those who have given their lives defending our flag and our country. Gentlemen, please remove your hats. And veterans, please feel free to give the appropriate salute. Join us in honoring our God and our country as we are led tonight by Dave Barragray in the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streamed, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, now let's meet the starters for first the Onaway.
Okay, now it's time to meet and greet the starters for tonight's game, starting for the Onaway Cardinals, number 12, Marley Simoniak. Number 23, Andrea Rupert. Number 24, Emma DeMaestri. Number 11, Kaylin George. And then last but not least, the senior, number 1, Sydney Peel. So those are the 5 starters for the Cardinals. Peel, DeMaestri, Rupert, Simoniak, and George. Nick, the starting lineups for the Snowbirds tonight. Take it away.
For the Snowbirds, number 3, Peyton Glasby. Number 12, Emery Blues. Number 13, Alara Cook. Number 24, Kaylee Jeffers. And last but not least, the senior, number 2, Miriam Morrell.
And Pat Schultz at the helm for the Snowbirds once again this season, looking to get back to another regional appearance as he's done in consecutive seasons for the Snowbirds. As we should have a great one on deck tonight, Charles Strail and Nick Wenzel. We're live from Snowbird country, Gaylord, Michigan, where the Cardinals and the Snowbirds are getting ready to get this thing going. To jump this one up, it'll be Glasby versus Glasby and George to get it underway. And it's controlled by the Snowbirds, tapped out to Bloost, as the Snowbirds now working it across the timeline. Nick, first possession of the game for the Snowbirds. They're usually pretty efficient and effective in the first quarter. Let's see what they can do here. As that one's no good. Rebounded inside, comes out to Peel. And Peel is swarmed by some Snowbirds. It's stolen away by Bloost on the perimeter. And it goes back over, scrum for it. Alara Cook gets on the floor, and she's called for the traveling violation. So both teams with the turnover here. And the Cardinals now inbounding here from their sideline. It's inbounded to Simoniak, the sophomore, being guarded heavily by a host of Snowbirds. That's Glasby and Bloost. And it's going to be a held ball possession error. Will favor the Cardinals. Nick, the strategy facing this Snowbird defense, got to get the ball up the floor and then get those easy layups.
Yep. It looks like we're going to have a officials meeting here to talk about what went on here.
So it should be Cardinal basketball. It was the Snowbirds who won the tip, and this will be the first held ball possession arrow awarded correctly to the Cardinals. So it's George who inbounds to Simoniak. Simoniak passes to George, and George has it deflected off of her fingertips. Good defensive pressure by the Snowbirds to get another turnover.
They're doing really well here in the first quarter.
As Bloost has it, back to Jeffers on the perimeter. And inside to Glasby. She tries to find a little pass on the baseline, and it's turned back over. So the Cardinals now with another possession here on the baseline. Cardinals inbound. Simoniak unable to get it, but she's fouled by Bloost, so that'll be the first team foul against Emery Bloost. Still 0-0, 1 minute into the game tonight, Nick. Both teams having a hard time advancing the ball into the front court.
Absolutely. Both teams have struggled so far, but it's looking good so far, Charles.
There's a corner kick pass over to Sydney Peel. She was unable to hang on to that one, and it'll be Snowbird basketball once again.
24 of Kaylee Jeffers will bring it up top.
Yep, she has it. Finds Emery Bloost. Cardinals playing a 2-3 zone defense. Glasby catches on the baseline, and she's fouled. Foul will be going against Emma DeMaestri. So that will send Glasby to the free throw line for 2 free throws. Glasby only a sophomore, the same area roster with all sophomores outside of Miriam Morrell. As Glasby makes the first free throw. Second free throw coming for Glasby. Got it. So it's a 2-0 lead here for the Snowbirds. Inbounded to Simoniak. She gets a screen at the front court. Good little pass all the way up the court. DeMaestri has it on the block, and she's called for, an offensive foul called against Sydney Peel in the Cardinals, saying that she cleared out. Was this far side official closest to us where we stand, and another turnover for the Cardinals. Jeffers finds Blues, swung over to Cook, inside to Glasby, back out to Jeffers, looks at a three-pointer, drives, penetrates, kicks, Snowbirds swing it on the perimeter.
There's that Snowbird shift with the ball passing drill there.
Yeah, they work on that one every day in practice. Glasby catches it inside, can't get the drop step jump shot to go. Blues drives, penetrates, puts up the runner, no good. Glasby cleans up the offensive rebound and gets the putback. So Glasby with all 4 points for the Snowbirds so far.
Great job by Peyton Glasby there to assist Emery Blues there with that shot. Beautiful.
As a Snowbird foul is called against Morrell. That's her first foul.
Team's first.
Inbounded. New into the game for the Cardinals is number 22. 23. That's Rupert. She checks back in. DeMaestri has it on the baseline. Finds Simoniak for the 15-foot jump shot. Can't get the roll. DeMaestri with the offensive rebound. Put back. Count it and the foul. Big time play made by Emma DeMaestri. First scratch of the evening for the Cardinals, and she'll have an opportunity for an old school three-point play, Nick.
Absolutely.
So when you can be tough inside like that against the Snowbird press, it can be a very good way to get easy baskets inside, as DeMaestri just did right there.
Yep. We'll be back to Snowbirds with the ball shifting work here. See if the Snowbirds can cook up here in the first quarter.
Jeffers passes inside to Glasby, being guarded. Well, the zone defense, but Glasby had Peel on her. Blust tees up a three-pointer, a little bit off to the right, tapped around, controlled inside by the Snowbirds, and getting the offensive putback is Thompson.
Great rebound and great layup there done by Cheyenne Thompson.
That's Simoniak with the ball. High post feed to DeMaestri. Little running give and go, and the Cardinals strike right back. Nice play made by Kaylin George, and it's 6-5.
Good rebound by Peyton Glasby. Puts it back up and in for two.
So Peyton Glasby leading the charge for the Snowbirds. She has 6 points to lead all scorers. Simoniak has that one tapped, deflected off of the foot of a Snowbird. It looked like it was rec league soccer out there for a brief moment, Nick.
It did. I just saw Alara say, man, I can't believe I just kicked that ball. It's not soccer. And I'll stay with the...
Should stay with the Cardinals here. Checking into the game new for the Cardinals is number 2, Sadie Decker. They inbound that to Rupert. Simoniak looked at the three-pointer. Passes it over to Kaylin George. Rupert now being guarded by Cook.
Great defense being done by the Snowbirds.
Simoniak trying to drive baseline. Finds DeMaestri at the high elbow. Pass out, three-pointer up, no good for Kaylin George. Rebound by the Snowbirds. Jeffers now with it, pushing the tempo. Swung around the perimeter. Blust Jeffers getting it inside to Glasby. She takes a big pivot step. Blues tees up the three, no good. Rebound tracked down by Cook, and she couldn't squeeze the pumpkin, Nick.
She just couldn't get there in time, but it was great effort, great hustle work to get there.
George inbounding for the Cardinals. Finds Simoniak. Simoniak finds Rupert. Rupert goes high post to DeMaestri. Three-pointer up by George, just a little strong. Nice block out by Glasby to control that defensive rebound. And she and the Snowbirds will push tempo. Jeffers puts her head down, finds Glasby. She'll let a three fly and banks it home. So it's a national holiday, Martin Luther King Jr. Day, but the bank's still open for Glasby and the Snowbirds. It's 11-5.
She's so far tonight cashing in her check. It's like WWE style, open up and cash to the bank, baby.
And with that three-pointer, you can put Glasby in the scorer's book for 9 of the 11 Snowbird points, Nick.
Wow.
So she's been leading the charge for the Snowbirds, doing a good job of, well, just leading the way.
She is.
Setting the tone for the team. And while we have a timeout taken on the floor, we're going to go ahead and step aside when we come back after 30 seconds from this message from Gaylord Seal Coating.
We all know northern Michigan winters take a toll on our parking lots and driveways, but Gaylord Seal Coating has you covered. A proud sponsor of local high school athletics, Gaylord Seal Coating specializes in infrared seamless asphalt repair, hot pour crack filling, striping, and more. Need a new snowplow solution this winter? GSC can do that too. Commercial, residential, private roadways, and associations, Gaylord Seal Coating is your answer. Give them a call today at 989-732-5003.
And here we are, welcome back in. First quarter of play here between Snowbirds and Cardinals. Just 5 minutes gone in the first quarter. It's a 6-point advantage for the Snowbirds. Inbounding for the Cardinals will be George. Gets a wide open player off of that baseline out of bounds pass, but Sadie Decker was unable to make the little 6-foot jump shot. It's tapped out of bounds and will maintain Cardinal basketball though.
Yep.
George to inbound, finds Sadie Decker again. Decker had it blocked up top by
number 3 of Peyton Glasby.
Yeah, Glasby doing a good job of going straight up and getting that rejection, Nick.
Great D there by Peyton Glasby working for the Snowbirds.
Glasby inbounds to Jeffers. Swung around the perimeter, inside to Glasby at the high point of that 2-3 zone defense. Nice little drop step, and Glasby is putting on a clinic here. She's got 11 points.
She is. She even had that little fancy spin move at the end right there.
George has it for the Cardinals, almost has it tapped away from behind. Simoniak now sets up the offense. Rupert now being guarded by Blust. Inside it goes, stolen away by Jeffers. And the Snowbirds with an uneven numbered break. Back up top to Glasby.
See if they can hook Peyton Glasby back up here for another.
Got to get her the ball, Nick. She's on fire right now.
Yep. It's like Michigan style. You just play that big strength in there.
Yeah, you got to play to your strengths, I agree, as Jeffers is going to drive all the way and get it off the window. So Snowbirds now open up a 10-point lead with 2 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Simoniak breaks through the St. Mary pressure, and she's fouled. That foul is going to go against number 11, Thompson, for the Snowbirds. So that's the third team foul for the Snowbirds, Nick. So 2 more fouls. The Cardinals will be shooting the double bonus.
Yep.
Simoniak almost has it tapped away by Blust. Passes it off to Rupert. She gets a little rub screen by Simoniak, and she'll work to try to get a ball screen on the far side corner. Skipped to Simoniak. She puts it on the deck, driving hard. Over to George, spin moving, pirouetting. Simoniak with the 15-foot fadeaway jumper. No good, tracked down by Blust. Snowbirds on the run. That's Glasby on a one-on-one break. She's fouled hard by Simoniak, and Glasby will go back to the free throw line. Opportunity for her to get her 12th or 13th point so far of the contest.
Yeah, she's quite an athlete for this team tonight.
So the core of this Snowbird team, Nick, Glasby, Thompson, Blust, Cook, and Jeffers, all sophomores. As Glasby makes the first of 2 free throws, coming back into the game for the Cardinals is Sydney Peel.
We also have a check-in for the Snowbirds. For number 13, Alara Cooks, we have number 14 of Lily Keister.
That's Rupert with the ball for the Cardinals, being guarded by Thompson, stolen away by Glasby. Pass up ahead to Blust. Blues lays it up, no good. Jeffers cleans up the offensive rebound, can't get it to go. Rebounded by DeMaestri. She passes it up to Simoniak, and Simoniak's in a track meet with Emery Bloost, and it's tapped off of the fingertips of Bloost. It'll be Cardinal basketball.
I'll tell you what, you wouldn't want to get into a race here with Emery Blues because she's got the feet of a jet. She's fast.
Nick, I couldn't have said it better myself. Simoniak with the inbounds pass. Kaylin George is going to take the three-pointer, no good. Tracked down by Emery Bloost, and she is off and running. One-on-one, her versus George. Flips it up, no good. Thompson cleans up the offensive rebound. Glasby takes it away from a Cardinal. Jeffers sets and fires for three, no good. Offensive rebound by Snowbird once again. Tapped around, eventually controlled by Simoniak. She's off and running once again. One-on-one, her versus Kaylee Jeffers in the open floor. Has it knocked away from behind by Keister. Jeffers now coming back, head of steam, left-handed layup, up and in. 20 seconds remaining in the first quarter as the Snowbirds open up a 14-point lead.
The Snowbirds so far has been playing a very dominant game here tonight.
Inside to DeMaestri. Drop step over her left shoulder, no good. Fouled, however, though, by Thompson. So that's the fourth team foul on the Snowbirds. 8 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
And I think that's her
Actually, that was the 15th foul on the Snowbirds.
15th foul.
My error. So DeMaestri going to the free throw line where she is a 1 of 1 so far in the contest. She has 3 points in the ball game, Nick. All coming earlier from that and one she had on that rebound. DeMaestri's first of 2 free throws is no good.
One thing that you never want to do in a ball game is where you don't want to underestimate, the opponent rival of what they could do.
And DeMaestri makes her second of 2 free throws. She's got 4 points in the game as the Snowbirds working with 8.2 seconds here in the quarter to get the last shot up. Inbounded to Jeffers. Back to Glasby. Three-pointer up, three-pointer just off. Offensive rebound by Keister. Could not get a shot attempt up before the buzzer sounds. So after 1 quarter of play, Snowbirds are up 19-3 over the Onaway Cardinals. We're going to go ahead and step aside, be back in the second quarter coming up right after this.
Are you interested in building a new home or renovating an existing one? With over 100 years of combined experience, J&J Construction is one of the most reliable and respected general contractors in our service area. J&J is a trusted construction partner valued by architects, subcontractors, financiers, and most of all, their clients. J&J Construction has been completing quality homes and improvement projects that add value to the communities they serve. They bring a passion for innovation and a commitment to quality to every job they do. Call them today.
Vision Source and Gaylord Eye Care are proud to be offering their services to local communities across northern Michigan. With locations in Gaylord, Point City, Bel Air, and Sheboygan, they're committed to serving you and providing a trusted source of credentials and expertise. If you're struggling with anything vision related, then don't hesitate to schedule a consultation and meet their friendly and experienced staff for yourself.
Here we are, welcome back in. Second quarter action here between the Cardinals and the Snowbirds. It's a 13-point advantage for the Gaylord St. Mary Snowbirds as we head in to the second quarter here on Next Level Broadcasting. Want to thank you for making us a part of your Monday evening, wherever you're tuning in from. Appreciate you spending time with us here tonight as we bring you Snowbird basketball. As the Cardinals inbound this one to Kaylin George, she'll be guarded by Kaylee Jeffers. Rupert now with it. Couple dribbles now, driving left. Passed around the perimeter. Nice deflection by Morrell. And the Snowbirds turn it over. Alira Cook just tried to pivot a little too quickly there.
Yeah, and then she took a couple extra steps and did a little spin move and took more than 3 steps. So,
couple new Onaway Cardinals in. Sadie Decker and Janae Domke have checked in to go with George, Rupert, and Peel. Rupert has it on the perimeter, once again guarded by Jeffers. Deflected, stolen away by Cook. Snowbirds get the turnover. They're going to push it up the floor. It's a 3-on-2 break. Corner it goes to Cook. Snowbirds doing a good job of pulling the break out if they don't have an easy layup, Nick.
They do. Just continue that shift on the ball passing.
Alira Cook going to let the three fly, and she's going to bury it. Second made three-pointer of the contest for the Snowbirds. One for Cook, one for Glasby. And an opportunity to set up this full-court press again, Nick.
Absolutely. It was almost stolen away there by Miriam Morrell.
And it was stolen away, therefore, by Peyton Glasby, but a timeout taken by Pat Schultz and the Snowbirds. And while they take a timeout, we're going to keep it right here, and we're going to tell you about our friends at the Gaylord Eye Care Center. Like I said earlier in the pregame show, Nick, with 4 locations, Gaylord, Boyne City, Sheboygan, and Bel Air. There's no reason why you can't stop in and see our friendly and experienced professionals at the Gaylord Eye Care Center, making basketball a better place in 2024. Also want to thank our friends at J&J Construction. Listen, if you need help getting into your destination dream home, or if you find yourself in a DIY project that you need help with to get to your final objective point, J&J Construction is trusted by the pros, trusted by all different types of subcontractors and general contractors as well. If you ask another building company, they'll say J&J Construction is where you need to go to help with the construction of your next home or building project. Snowbirds inbound the ball with 6 minutes, 45 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Cardinals in a 1-3-1 zone now. Simoniak on the top of that zone. Snowbirds worked around the perimeter. Morrell in the corner, skipped to Blust inside, but tapped away by DeMaestri. Corner it goes to Morrell, was blocked, outletted to Simoniak, and she has it stolen away by Morrell. That was an athletic play there by Morrell, Nick.
That was.
And a nice play by Peel, tapped right to Alira Cook. She attacks and is fouled by DeMaestri on the baseline drive. So Cook going to the free throw line. She's got the last 3 points for the Snowbirds. Opportunity to score 5 in a row as she just recently hit that three-pointer from the corner.
Yeah.
First free throw a little bit short by Cook. No substitutions checking in for either team right now. Almost 2 minutes gone in the second quarter. Cook sets some fires on the second free throw attempt and gets it to go. 17-point advantage now for the Snowbirds.
See if they can keep their defense playing good basketball here in the rest of the quarter.
Simoniak passes off to Decker. 15-footer banked in by DeMaestri. And it's 23-8 now. Up the floor to Cook. Swung around back to Glasby. She's going to let this one rip, and she got it. So another three-pointer down the hatch for Glasby and the Snowbirds. Third three-pointer made of the contest. Second by Glasby. She's got 16 points in the game to lead all scorers.
That's impressive.
Kaylin George being guarded by 2 Snowbirds finds DeMaestri at the free throw line, and DeMaestri couldn't connect with Sydney Peel. And timeout taken by the Onaway Cardinals. And while the Cardinals take a timeout, we're going to tell you about our friends at Traverse City Cherry Capital Airport. Listen, if you're like many northern Michiganders right now and you're dealing with 10, 12, 18 inches of snow over a 36-hour period, it's time to book that next warm vacation getaway, and there's no better place to do it than our friendly folks at the Traverse City Cherry Capital Airport, reminding you that when you look out your window and see snow, get online, get on the computer, book your getaway, and make sure to fly through Traverse City Cherry Capital Airport. Nick, I know you got a vacation going, and I know you're going to be flying out of Traverse City.
Yep, I am actually.
So that's a friendly reminder, not just because we're paying the bills here, but when you fly to get out of northern Michigan this winter, fly Traverse City Cherry Capital. Snowbirds up by 12 or 8. Ooh, little gear grind there as I was doing some quick math. Snowbirds up by 18 points, 26-8 on the scoreboard. Blues has it.
See if we can feed Peyton Glasby back up in the.
Cardinals now in a man-to-man defense. Rebounded inside by DeMaestri. You know, she's really been the cog in the wheel for the Cardinals as Jeffers steals it. She should have an easy lay-in, and she does. So now it's a Snowbird advantage of 20 points. Stolen away or tapped away on the inbounds pass by Jeffers, and the Cardinals having a hard time settling into this game, Nick.
They are. just every play so far. They just feel like they're just struggling on some areas that, you know.
And unable to handle that one was Sadie Decker, and the Snowbirds will take over here right in front of us. Glasby inbounds to Jeffers, and it's 4 minutes and 45 seconds remaining in the second period of play. Cardinals in a man-to-man defense. They've tried a 2-3 zone, a 1-3-1 zone, and Glasby almost continuing to pour it on, but unable to get that one to go. Blust has it deflected. Back to Cook, swung around the perimeter. Jeffers letting one go, and she drops in the fourth made three-pointer of the game for the Snowbirds. Simoniak being harassed by two Snowbird defenders. DeMaestri has it down inside to Peel. Nice play made by Emma DeMaestri to find the open teammate down underneath the basket. Jeffers drives hard toward her left, puts up a shot. Not sure if it was blocked, deflected, or if she was fouled, but it's a 31-10 advantage for the Snowbirds.
That was actually blocked by Marley Simoniak. Stolen away by Emery Blust, puts it up and in for two. And that makes it, puts for the Snowbirds up on the board, 33-10 with 3:54 left in the second quarter.
Yeah, that was a nice play. DeMaestri at the free throw line putting in the jump shot, and that is her shot, that free throw line extended area, making it look easy as Glasby's going to let a three fly. Offensive rebound to Jeffers, no good. She gets her own rebound, back up, and gets the friendly roll. We call that the parishioners bounce here at Gaylord St. Mary, and Jeffers got it.
That was a nice rebound. Put it back up and in for two.
And that pass was intended for Kaylin George, and it sails out of bounds. It's 35-12 with the Snowbirds on top. 3 minutes, 23 seconds to play here in the second quarter.
You know, one thing that really shocks me so far about this game tonight, Charles?
What's that, Nick?
Is seeing, you know, no points being added by Marley Simoniak yet.
There's a little curl cut made by Glasby, but she couldn't get the floating layup to go. And it was passed out of bounds. Turnover on the Cardinals, so the Snowbirds will retain possession. Yeah, Nick, usually she's able to have her fingertips on the game much more, but I think that's because she's been just trying to handle the pressure of the Snowbirds, that is Simoniak. Just trying to make sure that she keeps a good handle on the basketball. As Blust tees up a three-pointer, no good. Rebound tracked down by Jeffers. And it's thrown away. I think Alira Cook thought it was deflected, but it wasn't.
Yep.
Inbounded to Simoniak. She's going to pass this one up the floor to George. George finds DeMaestri. DeMaestri down under to a wide open Sadie Decker, but she couldn't get it, but she got her own rebound. Simoniak putting it on the deck. Two dribbles, loses it, gets it down back to Decker. Simoniak looking to shoot from the free throw line. Short, rebounded, comes to Glasby.
Great job by the Snowbirds, Garrett, getting it back.
Pushed up the floor. Jeffers is going to drive. Two dribbles, swung to Cook for an open three, too strong. Rebound fought for, and it's going to maintain Snowbird basketball. It looked like that was last deflected by number 11, Kaylin George on the baseline. And a timeout taken by the Snowbirds with 2 minutes remaining to play here in the second quarter. We're going to go ahead and step aside when we come back in 30 seconds. Snowbird basketball here on Next Level Broadcast.
Welcome to Hudson's, where we strive to be more than a dealer, and we work hard to pair you with the right equipment. Whether your land spans thousands of acres or just a small yard, come visit us. At Hudson, we provide the service and expertise to get the job done right. And for a limited time, get 0% for 84 months on select John Deere compact utility tractors. To get a quote, come into your local Hudson or visit us online at hudsony.com.
And when we resume play, it'll be Snowbird basketball, baseline out of bounds. They have a 23-point advantage with 2 minutes, 10 seconds remaining to play here in the first half. Inbounded to Glasby. She'll have a dribble handoff to Jeffers, poked away by Rupert. And Rupert now has it poked away from behind by Thompson.
Yep, Cheyenne Thompson. That was good effort by her to get there to try and save that ball, but just couldn't get there fast enough.
Simoniak now being guarded by Jeffers. Excuse me, that's Kaylin George. Back up top to Simoniak. Simoniak is quick as a hiccup. She put that one on the deck and was fouled by Emery Blust. When Simoniak decides she wants to drive, Nick, very few players can stay in front of her.
She's a very dangerous player out here for Onaway. And I know Marley Shimoniak very, very well.
And she catches that one. Rupert has it. Corner it goes to George. DeMaestri sets the little screen at the top of the key. Baseline jump shot, no good for Decker. Rebounded to Keister, and the Snowbirds passes it to her left to Glasby, and Glasby was fouled on the floor by Simoniak.
Looks like that's going to be Shimoniak's first personal foul. Teams.
Don't look at me, Nick. I don't know.
Probably teams. I'm going to have to guess teams first.
Okay. Usually I keep track of that stuff, Nick.
That's why I was looking at you to see.
I figured you were looking at me to bail you out there, but I left my pen down by you.
That's all right.
Glasby to inbound for the Snowbirds. Finds Kaylee Jeffers. She'll let a three go just a little bit off, and it's going to be Cardinal basketball. 1 minute, 30 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Kaylin George to inbound. Passes it into Rupert. She's guarded by Thompson and Cook. Trapped in the corner. Cardinals need to help come to the basketball, and it's a turnover stolen away by Glasby.
That was great defense being done there by Cheyenne Thompson and Kaylee Jeffers.
Jeffers is going to spin pirouette into the lane as she's fouled. She'll get a trip to the free throw line, and that foul is going against Simoniak. Her second
Team
foul.
second.
Yeah.
Put it right on it, Charles.
So 1 minute, 6 seconds remaining in the first half. Jeffers' first free throw is a little bit off to the right. Checking into the game, replacing DeMaestri for the Cardinals is number 10, Jema Domke. And DeMaestri playing a great game for the Cardinals. She's scored most of their points so far in this game. Second free throw is good for Jeffers. It's 36-12 now. A Snowbird advantage, and this one was tapped away, almost stolen. Rupert now with it, working up the sideline for the Cardinals. Will stop and go, stutter step move, and it's deflected out of bounds by Alira Cook.
Yeah, that good effort there again. But the Snowbirds, Cheyenne Thompson, number 11, and number 13, Alira Cook, or number 11, 13, Alira Cook to get there.
Inbounded. There's Domke at the high post. Passes it back to Rupert. That one almost stolen by Cook. Three-pointer by George, no good. Tracked down by Thompson. Snowbirds with 40 seconds to go in the half. Glasby swings it around to Cook. Cook to Thompson. Thompson lets it fly and just almost put it in. Glasby had that run rejected by Rupert, and coming out of there with it was Natalie Hyde. George drives baseline. Domke with the offensive putback, no good. Rebound tracked down to George. It's 12 seconds remaining in the half. Rupert back to Hyde, stolen away by Glasby. 3 seconds left. And Glasby's going to put it up before the clock and hits the back of the rim. Almost good from near half court for Glasby and the Snowbirds. So after 2 quarters of play here between the Snowbirds and the Cardinals, it's a 24-point Snowbird advantage as we head into halftime. You don't want to go anywhere, folks. When we come back, I'm going to have an in-depth interview with Snowbird Athletic Director Bob DeLong in about 2 minutes. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back. Halftime coming up right after this. This is the J&J Construction Halftime Show here on Next Level Broadcasting. We'll be back after these messages.
Are you interested in building a new home or renovating an existing one? With over 100 years of combined experience, J&J Construction is one of the most reliable and respected general contractors in our service area. J&J is a trusted construction partner valued by architects, subcontractors, financiers, and most of all, their clients. J&J Construction has been completing quality homes and improvement projects that add value to the communities they serve. They bring a passion for innovation and a commitment to quality to every job they do. Call them today.
Welcome to Hudson's, where we strive to be more than a dealer, and we work hard to pair you with the right equipment. Whether your land spans thousands of acres or just a small yard, come visit us. At Hudson, we provide the service and expertise to get the job done right. And for a limited time, get 0% for 84 months on select John Deere compact utility tractors. To get a quote, come into your local Hudson or visit us online at hudsony.com.
Vision Source and Gaylord Eye Care are proud to be offering their services to local communities across northern Michigan. With locations in Gaylord, Boyne City, Bel Air, and Sheboygan, they're committed to serving you and providing a trusted source of credentials and expertise. If you're struggling with anything vision related, then don't hesitate to schedule a consultation and meet their friendly and experienced staff for yourself.
And here we are, welcome in to the J&J Construction halftime show here on Next Level Broadcasting. It's a 24-point advantage for the Gaylord St. Mary's Snowbirds over the Onaway Cardinals at the halfway point in this game. 36-12 the score on the scoreboard tonight. I'm joined this halftime by St. Mary Athletic Director Bob DeLong. We're going to talk a little bit about standings, conference play, conference realignment coming in the next season. Bob, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing great, Charles. How are you?
I'm doing excellent. Thanks for joining us here to chat a little bit about Snowbird hoops and some just overall conference stuff, as we want to take a look at the standings overall with the girls first, as it pertains to what this league play is going to boil down to. And as always, well, at least it seems like for the past 7 to 8 years that head coach Pat Schultz has been at the range for the ladies Snowbirds, it comes down to that game versus Bel Air. And unfortunately, the Snowbirds lost that one here earlier, or I should say last year in 2023. But as it pertains to the conference standings, that game still looms large for both the Eagles and the Snowbirds. But what do the Snowbirds need to do in order to come out with a shared conference title or perhaps win it outright?
Well, Charles, as you well know, the Ski Valley is probably the most balanced it's been in 12, 13 years.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, the last 13 years, St. Mary's won at least a fuller share of 9, Bel Air 3, and Joburg 1. And Bel Air is the only team to beat St. Mary in the league the last 5 years. So St. Mary actually has changed their run and fun offense since that Bel Air lost.
Sure.
And as you know, you probably saw it tonight, they're going inside and outside, and it's paying big dividends, and so they don't really have to rely on the 3 as much. Now, with that being said, I Lakes is still undefeated at 5-0. Bel Air, St. Mary, and Mansalona all have 1 loss. Onaway here tonight has 2, and Joburg can be dangerous of 2. So I think there's still 6 teams in the running, so to speak. But I think tonight and the next week or two, when everybody's played each other once, that's going to kind of shake out where everybody has to do the second half of the season.
Sure. And I know that coming along in this next cycle of games, the Snowbirds will, I believe in February, they have a road trip to Bel Air, but Bel Air still with some hard games on their schedule as well. But 6 teams very much in contention on the girls' side of things. And right now, the Snowbirds with a very commanding lead at half over those Cardinals. The Cardinals, as you said, only 2 conference losses, so this would be a good win for the Snowbirds to keep pace, if you will, with those likes of Inland Lakes and Bel Air and some of the other teams in contention for the 2024 Girls Conference Championship. Let's shift gears to the boys' side. Not as many teams at the top of the pack on the boys' side of things. Many people around the conference say it's a 4-team race between Bel Air, Gaylord St. Mary, Onaway, and Mansalona. What are the conference standings at right now, and where do the Snowbirds find themselves and just 15 days into the new year?
Well, you're right. Mansalona and Bel Air are both 6-0. Onaway and St. Mary both have 2 losses, and Onaway has 3. Onaway, St. Mary, and Inland Lakes tied for the Ski Valley last year.
Okay.
So that tells you. And the thing about it is Bel Air and Mansi, especially Bel Air, are all juniors. So they've been kind of grinding their teeth a little bit and have come together this year. And as you know, you saw the game here earlier this year, Charles. They have a great half-court trap, as does Mansalona, and that will be a very interesting game when they play later this week. The games when they played each other, Onaway, Inland Lakes, St. Mary, and Mansi, have all been 8 to 10 point games. So I think they're winnable, but I will tell you, anybody at any given night in those top 5 teams, and even Central Lake with their 2,000 point scorers,
right,
averaging 25 a game, could give you a scare if they were hot. So both the boys and the girls now on any given night, now I won't say any given night, but there's certainly a chance of upset in the top 6 echelon of both the boys and girls.
One thing I'll say about the St. Mary boys team is that they're going to come into this stretch run of conference play very battle-tested.
Yep.
Haven't played a close game versus Bel Air, a very close game versus Hillman last Monday night that they weren't able to pull out with a W from that game. But I think those lessons that you can learn in those hard-fought out-of-conference games bode well for the team's success going forward down the stretch run in conference play. What are your thoughts on that? I mean, you put together these schedules, and when you look at those schedules, do you say, this is going to be a good game, a good opportunity for us to kind of cut our teeth here?
Well, the thing about it is in the Ski Valley, everybody plays each other twice.
Sure.
And I know Pat and Dale both want us to play the toughest non-league schedule possible because you don't want to face your best opponent in the district final or your regional. That bodes well for the playoffs. It might not help your MPR so much, but it's going to help you down the road in the Ski Valley. Now, as far as the Ski Valley and how it goes, St. Mary, I think, along with Onaway and Indian River, are looking for that third scorer. Both have 2 really good players, and where Bel Air and Mansi might be a little bit more balanced, if St. Mary can find that third and fourth scorer to take a little bit of pressure off Metelsky and Jacobson, they're going to be a threat to anybody.
And a couple weeks ago when we saw the Snowbird boys defeat the Onaway Cardinals, that third scorer was Lucas Sherwinski. He had 14 points in that game, kind of the triplets, if you will, for the Snowbirds. So it'll be interesting to see how both of these Snowbird teams do going down the final 5 weeks of conference play here. But, Bob, we want to thank you for joining us here, and we're going to go ahead and step aside. 30 seconds, we'll be back. This has been the J&J Halftime Show here on Next Level Broadcast.
Are you interested in building a new home or renovating an existing one? With over 100 years of combined experience, J&J Construction is one of the most reliable and respected general contractors in our service area. J&J is a trusted construction partner valued by architects, subcontractors, financiers, and most of all, their clients. J&J Construction has...
And here we are, welcome in. Third quarter action underway here on Next Level Broadcasting. Cardinals and the Snowbirds getting things going in the second half. Simoniak passes it over to Rupert. Skip pass, and now Rupert has it up top working against Kaylee Jeffers. Charles Strail and Nick Wenzel, who's back on the headset after cracking into a fresh Mountain Dew. Rupert has it, swung back to her, banks in a three-pointer, and the opening points of the second half go to the Cardinals and Rupert on the three-pointer. 36-15 now, the Snowbird advantage. Cardinals back in a 1-3-1 zone look. Glasby has it on the far side. Jeffers now up top, being guarded by Simoniak. Corner it goes to Cook. Snowbirds working it around the perimeter, using clock here on this possession. Jeffers penetrates down the middle, no good. Rebound by George and the Cardinals. Cardinals looking to start on a quick little spurt here in the third quarter, but turned over. Cook has it now. Back out to Bloost. Corner goes to Glasby. 6 minutes, 35 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Same 5 starters for both teams here to start the second half, as Bloost is going to work into the paint. Little Euro step drive, and the finish is good. So 2 points for Emery Bloost, and stolen away once again by Bloost. She's got a 2-on-1 break. Little bounce pass to Cook. Cook had it blocked and rejected by Rupert, but fouled. So Cook will go to the free throw line for 2 free throws, Nick.
Yes, absolutely. She's playing well so far here tonight in this game. That was a great steal by Emery Blues, too, to pass it off to her to try and get it up.
First shot no good by Cook and the Snowbirds. No substitutions checking in right now, Nick.
Nope.
Second free throw for Lyra Cook. Bounces it a couple times, spins it, ready to shoot, no good, just a little short. Defensive rebound controlled by Kaylin George in the Cardinals. George is trapped, finds Simoniak. Simoniak steps out of bounds, and it'll be Snowbird basketball. She's got a big smile on her face, does Simoniak, as she thought she got away with that one. Maybe if her shoes are just a tad bit smaller, she doesn't step on the line there, Nick.
That's what she was actually saying, Charles. She pointed down to her shoes. I saw her laughing over there.
As she now controls, Simoniak that is, has the ball. Working to get it across half court, and she breaks the Snowbird pressure. Drives it all the way down into the Snowbird defense, and it's deflected off of a Snowbird foot. And it'll maintain Cardinal basketball with 5 minutes, 37 seconds remaining in the quarter. Kaylin George to inbounds, and stolen away by Glasby. No numbers on the break for the Snowbirds. Up ahead pass. Jeffers, three-pointer, just short. Rebound to Bloost, stick back is good. And the Snowbirds open up a 25-point advantage now. Both baskets in the quarter coming from Bloost, and a rejection by Rupert on Morel. And the Snowbirds will have it baseline out of bounds to inbound. Want to remind everyone that tomorrow night the Snowbird boys will be taking on the Inland Lakes Bulldogs on the road. As Morel sets, fires, free throws good, and I apologize, I called it a clean rejection for Rupert, but she was called for a foul on that one, so she started the third quarter with back-to-back fouls against her, as Morel to the free throw line, looking to make both free throws, and that one's just a tad bit strong, pulled down by Peel. George now with it, tries to find Simoniak, nice catch by Simoniak, and she spins through the Snowbird defense. Skip pass to Peel. She'll let a three go. Just a little short. Bloost controls the defensive rebound. Pass up ahead to Glasby. Track down. And, tough luck miss for Glasby. Offensive board comes back to Morel. So Snowbirds extending this possession. Glasby letting the three go. No good. George with the rebound. And she's looking to find a teammate. Finds Rupert. Rupert finds Simoniak, and Simoniak has it tapped out of her hands by Alira Cook.
Once again, Charles, you don't want to get in the face of Marley Simoniak, because she could become a dangerous player out here on the floor. Very effective.
As Simoniak inbounds to George. Cardinals down 41-15 to the Snowbirds. Baseline shot by Simoniak, no good. Rebound controlled by Glasby. Just about halfway through the third quarter. Up ahead pass. Jeffers rips through, gets it over to Thompson. Reversed to Blueston back inside on the low block to Glasby. No good. Got kind of rejected and tied up underneath the basket. Snowbirds and Cardinals on the deck for this one. Controlled to Jeffers and the Snowbirds. Blues now swings to Glasby. Over halfway through the third quarter of play. Glasby catches inside, tries to turn, but turns right into DeMaestri. Blues throws a little shot and head fake. Jeffers rips through, goes right, driving into the right block. Nice pass around, nice wrap around pass, and Peyton Glasby is right there, the beneficiary of that assist by Kaylee Jeffers. And almost stolen by Morrell. George got it back, found DeMaestri. Far side up the floor, and three-pointer no good by Simoniak. Rebound controlled by Bloost and the Snowbirds. Look up ahead pass to Morrell, and it was just off of her fingertips. Checking in now for the Cardinals is Ellie Kroll. I believe it's her first time being in the game tonight. As the Cardinals are going to take a timeout, and as they take a timeout, we're going to go ahead and take one with them. It's 43-15. Snowbirds on top of the Cardinals. We'll be back after this break.
Vision Source and Gaylord Eye Care are proud to be offering their services to local communities across northern Michigan. With locations in Gaylord, Point City, Bel Air, and Sheboygan, they're committed to serving you and providing a trusted source of credentials and expertise. If you're struggling with anything vision related, then don't hesitate to schedule a consultation and meet their friendly and experienced staff for yourself.
Third quarter, 5 minutes underway here. Snowbirds leading the Cardinals 43-15. Charles Strail and Nick Wenzel here with Next Level Broadcasting's presentation of high school basketball here, coming at you live on Monday, January 15th. Thanks for making us a part of your Monday evening tonight. We know that there's 2 NFL games tonight, but to all of our people tuning in, hey, thanks for hanging out with us, watching some Ski Valley Conference basketball. Snowbirds doing their thing here through 2.5 quarters of play. They have a 43-15 advantage over their conference opponent, the Onaway Cardinals. It'll be Cardinal basketball when we resume play here. Kaylin George inbounds to Simoniak. Look up ahead pass. DeMaestri at the top. She breaks the pressure. DeMaestri is going to turn around. Decker with the jump shot, no good. Onaway offensive rebound, and DeMaestri dribbled it on the baseline, so it'll be Snowbird basketball. Jeffers has it for the Snowbirds. Up the floor to Bloost. She'll take the three-pointer. That's a little short. And rebound to Decker. Simoniak working against Emery Bloost.
Great feet work and great defense by Emery Bloost.
DeMaestri driving middle. Fires a fastball. Kaylin George caught it but didn't make the free or the little baseline jump shot. Pass up the floor to Morrell, no good. Glasby there on the offensive putback, no good for her. Jeffers now controls for the Snowbirds. 2 minutes and 15 seconds remaining. Back out to Morrell. Swung around the perimeter. Snowbirds with 4 made three-pointers in tonight's contest. As we approach the 2-minute mark. Trying to get it at that high post area to Glasby. She's had success so far in this game against this Cardinals zone look. Baseline it goes to Thompson and stolen away by Simoniak. Good anticipation to get that steal. And Kaylin George now back to Simoniak. Stolen away by, whoa, actually we're going to call a foul on Thompson.
That's going to be her third, team's third.
Gotta like that aggression, though, shown by Thompson there, Nick, going for the steal. Gotta play to win, right?
Absolutely.
Cardinals get a shot from George from the free throw line, no good. Controlled by Thompson. We got a held ball possession arrow. Will favor the Snowbirds. So 5 on the floor for the Snowbirds, Nick. It's Glasby, Jeffers, Bloost, Morrell, and Thompson. 5 on the floor for the Cardinals. It's George, Simoniak, Rupert, Rumke, and Kroll.
That was really good balance there by number 2 over there, Mary Morrell, trying to keep it from going out of bounds.
As Jeffers scores that one off of the glass. Nice finish inside for Kaylee Jeffers as the Snowbirds extend this to a true 30-point lead. And that one's thrown away out of bounds by the Cardinals. So the Snowbirds will take over possession here with 51 seconds remaining in the third quarter.
That was really good defense being done by the Snowbirds there.
Peyton Glasby to inbound. She finds Kaylee Jeffers. Cardinals showing a little bit of a zone look here, and Simoniak almost gets the steal. Bloost finds an open teammate in Jeffers. A little dribble handoff up top, and Pat Schultz wants to take a full timeout and set something up here with 35 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Nick, what do you anticipate the Snowbirds running here?
I would like to see them run more of the zone and
zone, like a zone beating concept.
Yep, and more of the ball work shifting around the outside the 3-point line, and then if you can find a girl open, take that shot if you can.
Taking the best shot here, not necessarily the last shot, right?
Yeah, taking the best shot you can. If you can't get one off, then find one of your biggest teammates inside the paint to put one up and in.
One thing you don't want to do here is turn the ball over, let Onaway have an easy scoring opportunity here just before the third quarter ends. That's definitely something that the Snowbirds are going to want to not do. I would say that they're going to work it around the perimeter here depending on what the Cardinals show. And then with about 15 seconds left, I'm going to say the Snowbirds get a good look from 3 and let one fly at that 12-second mark remaining. That way it'll give them time for a potential offensive rebound. So we'll see what they drew up there coming out of this timeout. It'll be Glasby to inbound. Maybe the Cardinals go man-to-man here to kind of switch up what the Snowbirds drew up, but they stay in the zone defense. It's an extended, like 1-3-1, shifting somewhat into like 2-1-2 at times. Glasby up top, Jeffers reverses it, and the Snowbirds with 14 seconds. Now penetrating, Jeffers to Glasby. Swung around the perimeter to Morrell. Jeffers going inside, out to Bloost. Swung and stolen by Simoniak. 3 seconds. 2. Simoniak puts it up before the final buzzer of the third quarter, and that one just missed to the left of the basket. So after 3 quarters of play here, Snowbirds up by 30 points over the Onaway Cardinals from the Monsignor Kaminsky Gymnasium. We're going to step aside when we come back. Fourth quarter action here on this presentation of high school basketball on Next Level Broadcasting.
Now's the time to fly from your Northern Michigan hometown Cherry Capital Airport. TVC. TVC Airport will get you to your dream destination anywhere in the world. Visit tvcairport.com now.
Welcome to Hudson's, where we strive to be more than a dealer, and we work hard to pair you with the right equipment. Whether your land spans thousands of acres or just a small yard, come visit us. At Hudson, we provide the service and expertise to get the job done right. And for a limited time, get 0% for 84 months on select John Deere compact utility tractors. To get a quote, come into your local Hudson or visit us online at hudsony.com.
And here we are, fourth quarter just underway. Cardinal basketball to begin in the final period of play between the Snowbirds and the Cardinals. Simoniak with a dribble handoff to George, a little weave action up top. Rupert's going to dribble inside. Simoniak letting the 3 fly, a little short. Rebound by Glasby and the Snowbirds. Jeffers pushes it up the floor to Cook. And Snowbirds working it around the perimeter. High post entered to Glasby. 3-pointer by Cook is up and down. So Snowbird Dropping in another three-pointer. That's Cook's second of the contest, fifth made three-pointer of the game for the Snowbirds.
Absolutely.
Simoniak penetrating the Snowbird defense, throws up the shot, no good, controlled by Peyton Glasby.
That was a great rebound by Glasby.
Cook has it for the Snowbirds, almost shuffled those feet, but able to find an open teammate. Cook's going to drive baseline, put up the floater, no good. Rebounded by DeMaestri for the Cardinals. Outlet pass to Rupert, and she'll have it stolen away from behind by Emery Blust.
That was a lucky try and grab by Emery Blust there. Kept it in bounds.
Morrell three-pointer, no good. Just kind of rattled in and out. Actually, that was Glasby on the three-pointer attempt. 48-15, the Snowbird lead with 6 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. DeMaestri tries to kick it out to the corner to Peel. Stolen away by Glasby. Glasby finds Jeffers on the wide open break. Shots up, no good, rejected from behind. Glasby catches it and goes back up with it. She's fouled and will go to the free throw line.
They're playing great basketball so far. Peyton Glasby so far doing it all for the Snowbirds tonight. Between getting steals, getting shots, three-pointers, layups. She's just doing it all. First one is up and good. See if we can make one more here.
There's the second free throw for Glasby. A little bit too strong. Offensive rebound comes out to Morrell. Snowbirds a good offensive rebounding team this year, Nick.
They are.
6 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Blues gets a high ball screen, attacks the rim, no good. Rebound to Kaylin George, and the Cardinals looking to push here. George crosses over at midcourt, finds Rupert on the far side. She'll let a three fly, too strong. Rebound to DeMaestri on the offensive board. Tapped away and stolen. This will be Cardinal basketball. Looked like Alira Cook was the last Snowbird defender to get her hands on it.
Yep.
Jim goes eerily quiet here as DeMaestri sets a screen for Simoniak. Rupert catches in the corner. George now with it for the Cardinals. Trapped by Jeffers, finds an outlet pass to DeMaestri. Back in the corner it goes to George. Working one-on-one versus Jeffers, putting up the shot from the low block, and George makes the nice move. Count it for her, and it's 49-17. Jeffers traveled with the basketball there for the Snowbirds.
Not much being said over there on the Snowbird bench by Coach Pat Schultz.
Well, he's probably got to like what he's seen so far from his team, up by 32 points. Simoniak rips a pass down the middle, stolen away by Glasby. 2-on-1 break for the Snowbirds. Lyra Cook catches it in transition, assist to Peyton Glasby. That was a nicely executed 2-on-1 transition break, Nick.
It was.
51-17 the score. Three-pointer by Peel, no good. Emery Blust controls the rebound, crosses up Rupert at the free throw line, down to Morrell.
Oh.
Shots up, actually that was Glasby. She was fouled by Peel very hard, and Glasby earning her way to the free throw line.
Yeah. Like I said, Charles, so far tonight in this game, Peyton Glasby's just doing it all for the Snowbirds. She's just going between free throws, layups, three-pointers.
As she gets the free throw there. Checking in for the Snowbirds is Thompson, replacing Cook. See those 5 eighth graders on the bench for the Snowbirds, waiting with anticipation to try and check into this ball game, as Glasby makes 2 at the free throw line. 53-17 the score in favor of the Snowbirds. Simoniak controlling the basketball, dribble handoff to George. High dribble, and she's going to set and fire for 3. No good, partially deflected by Morrell, and it's going to maintain Cardinal basketball here, baseline out of bounds. George inbounds to Peel. Three-pointer up, no good by Simoniak, controlled by Morrell and the Snowbirds. Racing down the floor is Bloost. Glasby swings it to Jeffers. She sets and fires, no good. Offensive rebound controlled by Thompson, fighting for it, and it will be a jump ball, possession arrow favoring the Cardinals.
Yeah. In the face of shock of Cheyenne Thompson, she could not believe it. She thought that it was still their ball. And she's like, what?
Inbounded to Rupert. Rupert looks like she'll be doing a majority of the ball handling duty here as Simoniak takes a seat on the bench for a little breather. Rupert guarded by Jeffers inside to DeMaestri. Rotated around the perimeter to Peel. Three-pointer by Rupert, no good. She got her own miss, though. And George driving on the left side, no good with the floater. Glasby boards, Bloost in transition. Morrell just couldn't squeeze it. Had a good idea by Bloost to leave that pass for Morrell. 3 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter as it's almost stolen away. George is fouled by Thompson. The ball was just kind of open and available for anyone to come get it there for about 2 seconds, Nick.
Yeah. And just gave a little bump there by Cheyenne Thompson.
And checking out of the game for the Snowbirds is Glasby and Jeffers. Two standing ovation from the Snowbird faithful here in attendance as the Cardinals get a little basket underneath, and it's stolen away by Rupert. George with it for the Cardinals. It's a 3-on-4 break. George going all the way. Euro step, no good. Rebounded by Domke. And three-pointer by Rupert, no good. Peel with the offensive board. Back down to Decker. She got her own miss. Still has it. Rupert has it. Peel swung around to George. Three-pointer from the corner. No good. Rebound comes out to the Snowbirds. That's Thompson who has it.
Great job by the Snowbirds. They're playing great defense to keep that ball from going in.
Snowbirds work this one around the perimeter. Emery Bloost, who has it up top at control. 2 minutes remaining in the game. Bloost drives through the middle and is fouled. Foul going against Andrea Rupert for the Cardinals. 1 minute, 55 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter, Nick. What have you liked that the Snowbirds have shown you tonight?
Just the great team sportsmanship between all of our teammates. Peyton Glasby getting all those layups, three-pointers.
Yeah, she's scoring in all phases of the game offensively. Mid-range, close to the basket, couple of three-pointers, and getting to the free throw line as well. So Peyton Glasby, our player of the game tonight, well-deserved award for her. As we're under 2 minutes to play here. Snowbirds inbound this one. That was that Makarowitz, who wasn't able to control that one? It was. So the Cardinals now with it with just over a minute and 45 seconds remaining to play.
And we do have two substitutions in the game for Snowbirds. We have the number 20 of Nani Lawson and the number 0 of Sahara Wells.
And just as you were saying there, Nick, as those substitutions came in, Decker was fouled, and she will go to the free throw line for 2 free throw attempts for the Cardinals. Referee's doing a good job of still calling a fair and consistent game here, even though there's only 1 minute and 30 seconds remaining to play between these two teams. Second of 2 free throws for Decker is just short, and rebound is controlled by Lawson. Lawson finds Makarowitz. She swings it over to Wells, just off the backboard. Thompson cleans it up on the offensive putback.
Great job there by number 11, Cheyenne Thompson, to step up to be a leader for the Birds.
And the student section loved that one.
They did.
Decker works it around the perimeter. Three-pointer up, just a tad short by Layla Box.
Good pass by Sahara Wells there.
Yep. Switalski with it now for the Snowbirds. Swung across the floor to Lawson.
Ooh.
Little elbow jump shot rejected by the Cardinals. Box with it for the Cardinals now. Stolen away by Makarowicz. Snowbirds have an easy break. Pass up ahead to Switalski. Lays it up and lays it in. Nice two-person game on the 2-on-0 fast break. And Makarowicz two.
Switalski.
Yep.
Ooh, blocked by Switalski.
And that's coming out of there as Wells all the way to Makarowicz. Can't get the layup to go. Makarowicz tries to save it to Wells. And it'll be Cardinal basketball with 6 seconds remaining here. So looks like the Snowbirds are going to get another conference win here, as they look like they're going to hold on 57-19 over the Onaway Cardinals. So that's going to do it here on Next Level Broadcasting's coverage of tonight's Ski Valley Conference clash between the Snowbirds and the Cardinals. Tonight our player of the game here is Peyton Glasby. Nick, any final thoughts?
Just what a game.
It was a really good showing by the Gaylord St. Mary's Snowbirds. They've got some big games later on this week. Friday night home versus Johannesburg Lewiston. So that'll be a game you want to circle on your calendar. If you're unable to attend that game, we'll be streaming it for you live at 7:30 p.m. So come hang out with us once again, make us a part of your Friday night coming up. And the boys take the hardwood tomorrow night versus Indian River. And then Thursday night, the boys are back here versus Johannesburg Lewiston. So Thursday and Friday night, boys versus Johannesburg Lewiston. Friday night, girls versus Johannesburg Lewiston. That's going to do it for our coverage of tonight. Snowbirds win it by a score of 57-19. Thank you for making us a part of your Monday evening. For all of our sponsors here on Next Level Broadcasting, we want to thank our friends at Hudson John Deere, Traverse City Cherry Capital Airport, the Gaylord Eye Care Center, Golf, Gaylord, J&J Construction, and Schultz's Marathon Party Store for making this game available for you to watch wherever you're tuning in from tonight. Nick, one more shout out.
I did want to say one more thing too of one of the sponsors. I want to give everybody advice out there. If you guys are having trouble seeing with the eyesight, please go to the Gaylord Eye Care to see and ask for Alex Powers.
Alex Powers, the intern there, working there. He worked with our crew last year, so you heard it there from Nick. Head on over to the Gaylord Eye Care Center if you have any vision-related problems. Trust the pros at the Gaylord Eye Care Center, proud sponsor of high school basketball on Next Level Broadcasting. That's going to do it. Until next time, folks, good night.